let's talk with Clohawk. I chat, I sing, I have lots of fun. I will talk to anyone. Let's talk with Clohawk. That's me. Hello and welcome back to my show. I'm your host, Albert Clohawk. Today I'm joined by a very special guest. She's a TV presenter. Now she owns a zoo in West Wales. Abina is amazing. Please welcome Anna Ryder Richardson.
Hi Albert, thank you so much for having me on your show.
Thanks Anna, I'm so excited to interview you. If it's okay, I'm going to start with a really hard question.
Okie dokes.
I love my sweet. My favourite ones are the sour Haribo ones. What are your favourite sweets?
Ooh, do you know, it's funny, I'm not really a very sweetie girl. But if I had to have a sweetie, it would be a Snicker, because I like peanuts.
Oh, I never had a Snickers. I'm not a big fan of chocolate. I much prefer my sweets. But don't tell my dentist. You started your career by designing children's bedrooms. Is that right?
Yes, I did start my career designing children's bedrooms, and my shop was called Squidgy Things.
Squidgy Things? That's a good name for your shop. How do you go from owning a shop to being a famous TV presenter?
Well, I was very lucky because I helped somebody do a book, and the publishers were then approached by the BBC and they were looking for interior designers, and they put my name forward. And that is how it happened, Albert.
You've been presenting lots of TV shows. What's your favourite one?
Ooh, that's quite a difficult question as well. What is my favourite TV show? I tell you what, one of my favourite shows was called Party of a Lifetime, and I did it with Ainsley Harriott, and basically we put on massive parties for people. And I remember one was all about Hollywood, and we had gold Oscars, and it was all very over the top and fabulous.
In 2008, you bought a zoo. How did that come about?
Well, that's a very good question. How did I go from being a TV presenter to owning a zoo? Basically, I had what is called a midlife crisis, Albert, which you won't know anything about because you're only 6. But I was 44 years old, and I was wondering if that was all that was going on in life. Was that it? And then I overheard somebody talking to my husband about investing in a zoo and whether we would like to do that. And I said, yes, please.
Wow, that sounds brilliant! I wish I owned a zoo. How many different animals do you have in your zoo?
We've got so many animals in the zoo. We've got over 200 animals in the zoo. So I probably can't remember them all, but just off the top of my head, we have camels, zebras, rhinos, lemurs, gibbons, wallabies, giant rabbits, meerkats.
Wow, that's a lot! When I came last year, my favourite animals were the wallabies. They were so cute. Some of them had babies in their pouches. They'll nibble the food right out of my hands. A little bit nervous. They're so gentle. I loved seeing the rhinos. We were lucky. We got close and personal to them. What's your favourite animals in the park?
That's very difficult to answer because they're all like my children. But I think my favourite has got to be the tigers, and particularly Jaya. He's the male tiger, and he is adorable and very handsome.
I could remember seeing the tigers. They're scary and big teeth. I don't know about you, Anna, but I love my food. I always eat my meals. Which one of the animals eats the most?
Gosh, which one eats the most? I expect it is probably the rhinoceros because they are gigantic. They weigh about between 2 and 3 tons. So that's like a small bus. And so to feed that tummy takes quite a lot of food, and we've got 3 of them. So, and they've got very wide mouths. And actually, that's what white rhino stands for in South Africa. White is actually wide, because they got wide mouths. Like that.
Wow, that big rhino remembered. Sadly, it's getting to the end of our time together. But we have time for our quick fire questions. Answer these as fast as you can. Are you ready?
Yes, please, quick fires.
Okay, what's your favourite TV programme?
What is my favourite TV show? Oh, I know. Escape to the Country.
What was your favourite subject at school?
Art.
What do you do to relax?
Play with my horses and my dogs and my cats.
I love Christmas. What's your favourite time of year?
I love Christmas as well, Albert. I really do. And now I've got daughters. It means I can do it all over again. But I love spring and I love summer as well. I love it all.
Well, thanks, Anna. I really got to know you for the last few minutes. I have one final question to ask you. Lockdown has been really hard last year. How difficult was it for you and the animals?
Ooh, now that is a very clever question, Albert, because it has been extraordinarily difficult. It has been for the whole world. But when you've got over 200 animals to feed and nobody visiting, it's been very difficult for us. But thankfully, we have a lot of friends of the zoo and people that have donated. And thankfully, we are now open again and we're very busy.
Oh, that's great news, Anna. I'm glad you're open again. I'll get my dad to bring me back. Thanks again, Anna, for being on my show. It's been a real pleasure speaking to you. Give all the animals a great big kiss for me.
I will, and let me just show you my dog. Hang on. It's Blue Bear. Can you see him? Mm-hmm. That is Blue. Thank you, Albert. Thank you so much for interviewing me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you in the zoo. Bye-bye.
Tune in next week to see my special guest will be. That's me, Albert Clohawk. Over and out. Bye.